Hi there, my name is Marty Owings, and I recently spent some Christmas money on a big lot of vintage pens and pencils, which is a bit of a risk since I don't know really very much at all about vintage pens or pencils, or really just much about them in general. But I do know that I like them and I think they're cool. But I thought I'd take a chance, buy this lot, and see if the viewers of the channel could help maybe identify anything in this lot that might have some value or anything that's really interesting in terms of vintage, like fountain pen or pencil or anything like that. So let's take a look at these today, and thanks for coming along for the ride, and we'll examine these and kind of sort through them and see what we have in this huge lot of just really cool looking old pencils and pens. And I should be clear, these aren't like regular pencils. They're sort of mechanical pencils, I guess you'd call them, from that era or from whatever era they're from. Some of them look to be like double-ended pencils, or maybe they have a fountain pen on one end and a pencil on the other. Not sure if that has any meaning or any of these brands make any sense, but yeah, there's a lot of interesting stuff in this pile of pens. I'm going to have to sort these out, and there may be some that are just ruined or wrecked. There were some pictures up on the lot for bidding, and I could see that some of them were probably in better shape than others. Some had little tags on them with prices, so a couple of them added up to almost $100 anyway. So I figured, well, why not take a chance? Anyway, I like old vintage stuff, and I like sorting through lots like this of old vintage stuff, especially stuff related to art and art supplies. But yeah, this is a really interesting lot. I'm pretty impressed by the sheer number of items here, because I've seen like either one or two or three fountain pens come up for sale, like on eBay or other places, and they'll be really expensive. Now, again, I don't know anything about brands or the history of some of these fountain pens. I know, like, there's some that are worth more, like Mont Blanc is a famous German brand of fountain pen that's, I think, worth quite a bit. I don't know generally the vintage brands. I know there was some really good American makes in the 40s, 30s, 40s, but I don't, beyond that, right, have much knowledge at all of these fountain pens. But yeah, and I don't really even know how to repair them or fix them if I do find one that's good but doesn't work. So it's kind of hit or miss for that end of things. But I thought it was worth a look, and maybe if there's a really good one, I can try to repair it or have somebody else repair it.
All right, this is pretty beat up. Well, yeah, that's a wherever not in good shape, but I believe this was a fountain pen, so I'll set it over there. Another fountain pen, don't know what brand. Travelers, okay.
Now, I could be holding a $100 pen or a pen that's worth 10 cents. I don't know. And advertising, not sure either. Materials wise, celluloid seems to be a popular material for old pens, or Bakelite, which I know they used as a material to make old phones back in the day. But I'm not sure, what eras belong to what materials or anything like that. But I think that some of these, especially these pencils, are still operational, and they still have lead in them, which is really cool. Some of them don't, and I'll have to replace some of those leads. But yeah, I think it's just amazing that these are good old survivors, I guess, and it's just kind of fun to sort through them. This is a beautiful pencil, or maybe it's a fountain pen. Yeah, fountain pen on one end, pencil on the other type combination. Pencil. Some of these, that's a double-sided, double-ended pencil. There's another really nice fountain pen. I love the red. Some of them are broken and busted and don't have their clasps anymore, or I'm not sure about the interior of the pen. I've read somewhere that in the old pens the bladders go bad and they get, I think, dry and cracked or something like that, and you need to put like replace that, and I have no idea how to do that. But
Another pencil. Not sure what this is.
there's definitely a lot more mechanical pencils to fountain pen ratio here, and there's even some ballpoints in the mix here, which is cool to see. This is a double-ended. There's a fountain pen on one end, and it looks like a mechanical pencil. What might be a mechanical pencil on the other end, which is cool. It's got an ink lever there to, I guess, fill the bladder. But yeah, that one's pretty trash. That needs repair. Put that in a repair pile there. And I don't know. Some of these might be gold filled or something like that. I'm assuming the people who sold a lot check that stuff first to make sure they're not selling something that's worth $5,000 or some crazy number like that. But yeah, these are real interesting. And again, not sure what era these are from, but they're all really cool. And there's some different mechanisms on some of these pencils and pens, which I'll show you in a minute.
This one's in rough shape. That's red on one end. Cool. And then a sort of a yellow on the other end. That's wild. Okay. This one interests me. This is a Faber, assuming that, no, Ferber. Okay, Ferber View Writer. Looks pretty cool. Ballpoint. Okay. Pencil. Very nice one, too. Another vintage era pencil, or how does that go back? Oh, so it locks in with a tilt. Kind of tilts. Cool. Red on one end and whatever color on the other end. Here we go. This is the last one. That's a beautiful little. Maybe this is the which. Yeah, it's broken, but it's really cool looking. Well, so out of all those pens, I got a bunch of pencils, ballpoint pens, and these are either fountain pens on their own or combination fountain pens. I doubt any of these work, but it's worth a try. I kind of like the colors on these. They're really nice. Never owned any real antique pens, but these are kind of cool. Charles J. Harold. A lot of these ones, I think you have to replace the bladder inside the pen or it won't hold the ink. But we'll check them out. So that's just a fountain pen on its own. These are all combo pencils. And they're pencils and pens. Yeah. Wow. Nifty. There's a little damage to the clip, but otherwise that one's in good shape. these, is this missing something, or are those holes supposed to be? I don't know whether this one's missing its clip. Wow. Okay. Fun to look at these. I wonder how they write. And they're awful squeaky. They need some work. But yeah, I think those are pretty cool.
If you know anything about these fountain pens or any of the mechanical pencils or even the ballpoints, let me know, because I'm not sure what I have here. And I know that if we crowdsource a little research on these, we'll probably know more. Well, thanks so much for stopping by today. This has been Marty for owingsart.com.